Kwashase free Ghana press for Atsenapia. Na mania say ya yensa candy free. A press for doma wa Ghana. Wamatsu ye aba HSM. Say woman den carbonam say press ni bia entenefie. Titro say wo nkran ha. E na apese wutu kwan ekọ etifi mantem titro boko ene ne mens wo hono mo a tenafie na ehonyo ye ho hyepa. Wo say press for wo Binduri Bawku Pusiga and Garu, Munina. He said, Yakoya Nasa Kefu, Acho, Musunina Cajon. Was say movement, Samo Nante, Sebiamu Petro, and Asamukuta to Shasa Bambo Becosono. There be a Bian Shani officer now one fee, said your Baya, your Baba Pressy for so by now, Sebi Johnson, Nipaneba. Now, and some are Pressy from Penny for, at Intim our essential for Crata, says so the Abab Tene, say. Dear SCA our Bawku say ya no. I was somebody for sign quechre a bans and massa bepim. Net me aboa amasumdua. Wa mo pe ho na etimi abaso. Samba ya na no brada. Ene ye betena se e wo fidua mu ha. E ma ye ne ye fiewura kwadwo Dixon tena se. E ma ne ye di nkomo e fa Bawku nsensem no. Update ane ye de mamo. Na de e ba beto odwane se. Press nyina so sadom IGP. Wa ba nan e de kọ Bawku. Na bere a wo kro no obedi be nansa no. Wakosha sa asumdwe beye adwuma wakọ ye no wone mpanimfo a womo ewo empotem ho no mahemfo ya womo entamu atete mienu entiama ntinuahye aba afemabuna womo ani abre ama womo ekono womo nyina wone womo kwa akotena se na womo kasa se de beye beboa na asumdwe beye adwuma ya anye kutame ya antija me de yete ya ne se tu asa kasa ewo bra IGP ko ye no ama presifo mienu etu aka womo ye kasa ya no gusu ye womo ntiase womo tinana no monse do IGP no anka ne huhu ababa omanfo ewo ho ama omabra wo ho ase ama asumdwe nsem akoso no wono ankasa so kra no enipa bi adnesa kokeka ne ka ne hyen ama ya no gusu ekasai ene ye to konti ba bom ane de abom gran ye atake ne ka ama afedru ba bi no na ohuni sa ade no ano odene emu onyam enti e wosan konachi na ansan no aba bepem sei wabuna ketem asan aba na emom a woka cha presifo a wonpotem ho nyina kye sei de ekoso wo Bawku Binduri Pusiga ene Garu no enya ahogunsem enya bete enya nkwadasem ano oden baabi adu na no ayeden pa sanse adwembone abanipa binum tirim awon potam ho a egina so ma omudi bone na bone na wo mudi no se de target no ana nipa wo mudi omani asi wo so no enya temamufo no na emoma ya presifo etu ya presini na atwe tipe wo ya tamfo na wo mo ba so se ye bo na ye bo wutuo na wo anwu a ubepira na wo mo bo so a wo mo bo se ubewuo enti nyame anim ne ho ayehye eti empanifo a wo empotem ho nsem ode to yanim no no nsem ahodo e ba abontene no krata na se no ACPJW Darrison one na den sa ehwase wo say police administration ani abrepa sanse de ekoso Bawku no wo mo brofo kasem wo say ye dangerous development na ekoso Bawku na se de akoye dangerous development ne de yenko ahomaso na ye ne security analyst ba konkasa ye rasani adeb enkasa ne emisa no se ehini yadri opani wusi anka enche okase asunie majoe
yenia
yada se na obrepa yenim se free ebretenti besi na memanim ho ne de ye ne wabonkomo wo Ghana ye bambo ho nsem ho pa de ba ye di nkomo fa ho ya abato bremu winchi a na esie abato achi se de na nkrofo bi de mrehye wonsem ss japade ya ba japade ne ade ne nyina ya bo ho nkomo se de akoso wo Bawku yi ama se ya prosifo kra anka ye ni da wo mo so wo mbehwama asomdua ye adwuma no wo mo mu pimpini wo machi akoboa wo mo hu yie ehin ne edu e wo Bawku nsensem hu yi
ye mi da say Bawku nsensem no de e ha adwen because sema e koso wo honum no e wo bambo then so ma Ghana nyina so no de e doso so uti Accra then we feel say we stream for asem kwa any you are wrong because when baby we next door neighbors omuye either man pusi for and akutati for ene and our children omobetwe akuntakwa you never know when a stray bullet can hit you, you know. So affecting Obia ewo Ghana. And then the Akasa Assembly repeatedly and to say yeah, advice, major policy makers, are fan of serious. Okay. Anytime Ntakono Estatia ana obi to mostly three things. Nema miensa na mostly deployment of a soldier for any Bible for no. And extension of curfew, and a renewal. And in some cases, to me, you do very hard-hitting approaches to say ban on the riding of motorbikes and the wearing of fugu any idea, because mostly omudi etuonu sie ewo fugu. But in the midst of all of this, the question is, are you Juma?
Question no. Because you say several approaches and for the tackle Bawku conflict. Kai eminent chiefs otikokwoso 242 abebio eka ho bie ma wo ka ho asem ma fe du ba bi kra de ne ehunu se se awie ye na ba ye nyina ye ni je se awie ye na ba afa ye wo hwa na bibia sa akosan kan mu ye wo hwa na bibia sa akọ miem amanyofo de omo ho awuram chese ya fe de presifo kra wo se wo mo wuram bie no ese ba bi aduru na no ayedene. At this point, Edian yetnasia yebetimi adwen ho aka se enu nti ama sa Bawku conflict da so te ho free tete besi ne. What is the issue? Edian ya?
Also, a multi-dimensional issue. The elephant in the room, the issue of chieftaincy. But as a conflict analyst, mediation analyst, I go beyond just the outside part of onion. I go deeper. And go deeper, you would realize it's a combination of different factors. So it was system, EK-47 view, M16, AR-15, and other very powerful weapons are used. The question is, if you know a free infra. Secondly, your issues of law enforcement. The fact that Obi Fu be a police for to me very progressive investigation, and I should to get to the bottom of it and ensure that will be a oya bonino tell to account. People feel say the best form of justice, or more justice. So ukumidia misumefa etu so until we build confidence, public confidence in the state's ability or capacity to ensure justice, always Nipa Bibri would use their own form of justice. Then the third issue, the fact that criminal elements take advantage of the air force to engage in all manner of criminality, from armed robbery to human trafficking to drug trafficking, and in some cases, armed robbers to make attack then people related to the chieftaincy issue. Meanwhile, is not related to the chieftaincy situation. Then the biggest issue, and me also as a human security expert, because me second master of science, me research topic human security as an emerging form of security governance in Ghana. And about ejuma, access to basic necessities of life. Ejani nsuo bibi a omo beda any because all they know is how to fight. Because also there's a lot more to die for than to live for. So until you complement the effort, engaging the principal actors with addressing structural socio-economic issues, we cannot deal with the issue. Entering a DPRMC, a multidimensional issue that requires a multidimensional approach. And to me, you so quite Bawku or solve the issue. We have to approach it from all of these multidimensional methods before really you bet me I can say, yes, indeed, you are solving in a much more sustainable manner so that but if you are not able to deal with it sustainably,
and then any pebi anamene one more bonko ekase. As a yenya southern part of Ghana no yenni boku hobie no over the years. Yen mom na say yeni abere pasum due wo boko. But so just said ye niema kwana as indigens no nipa na eti ho na nkasa ne ye no ya kyeresa se wo ma nkasa nye wo ma dwen se wo mo pasum due. Minim se de wo ba bia wo no minim se sa na nso hunu a.
Oh, they be many no, and yet easy more. We have your family members say no. Believe it or not, bank be niboku. So there's financial exclusion. Mobile money mostly Uber call will be fee for the transaction to even happen. Before when you for here and yet easy because after monthly for omu ja. And precisely for no almost more. So there's a growing sense of food insecurity or honum no okay. And so when you know and to a very large extent, Bawku is deserted. Moranten will be brave or more Kumasi Teachman and a lot of them have left the area. Meaning businesses are now more operating Afi or more call honum. Me were Madame for be our transport company some years ago. Now Bawku na any major routes, but I feel to me because according to him he's scared for his life. Okay, so businesses will bring opportunities will bring and nibobium. So affects so much and for anyone to think say the person is wrong. It's just a few bad aspects perpetrating a person.
So question when so be mo say ene adenti na te say de nyina ye kai wo kan adwuma ni ho sa enti ama emabu ne wo ho ahoden ni ginam enti de ono ni mu ya ne so wo kontokwa no se koba se bia BBC na ementime ho ase a aden na yenhu so mo resort to other means but obeti no yes went ne ho ase enti ye twagya to yi ahemfie ya hye no ye twagya to police pani efie ho yes yahye no yaso we ka yase no ejapade na ye aban ejapade no yes yase no eno ti na mi bisa sa question ne say asede bufuo ne ba esi wo ho no asa ye akoye sa asede ye bufu dia na ye nhwe ba bia se mpuntu ho se ban dan kra na esi bo e wo se ye hye no e wo se we se ye wo se ye se ni nyina nsa na ye wi a ya sa be hwese de betimi agada no eno ti na mi bisa sa akosa na but se de wo ka no wo mo so pa asomdwe no te se de ye wo ha e wish sa asomdwe beba ho no what be wo security mo at this point dia measures ene enya exhausted ye anti the next option ye betimi agina so ama asomdwe ababoko ama mpuntu abahobi ama sabe sa brain drain no kakra wo mo ba south ha kakra wo mo ba south ha be pa adwuma no to atwa ha nyina ha obia.
Okay, so your short to medium to long term measures how you bet me are use maybe I gradual to mean so we recently minority news conference be calling for an end to Bawku. Let me see, look at these excuse my language, hypocrites, because no more power for 8 years. You've not been able to achieve anything. You want someone to solve Bawku in 2 months, and then what kind of politics is this? The thing is, I bet take time for okay, because we know long time ago, since independence, if I had colonial issue, and all these years for several decades still in Takwanuwa. So it has become structural. It has become very much part and parcel of the way of life. That is why it is critical, say, you better approach, in a very calculated, progressive way. So, for me who say on my release statement to the effect towards the end of the month, or best starting engagements, but already I think some engagements had early on started. So for an approach, is very critical. Okay, because trust me, the level of respect they respect him as much as respect at Sambia or Becca, they take it in giant stride. Okay, so the approach, at the same time also we need to work immediately to stop the inflow of a true a war honum. No, because the BISCZ to no.
I want to issue no. Because security measures be on take yes, ya banne wearing of smoke. So omudi shishem said na wo kano. Womo ya chia 20 bebre, gia 20 bebre. Still, they still have weapons no ewo omo ama say kura say they working sophisticated ones kura so ebi wo omo how do we deal with this?
Okay, so it's one wo ho system no mostly yes easy fufroba and the am and the fact that the poverty level is very high. Okay, now so two are omukitano and and anytime we see to new one time. So what we need to do is to be preemptive about this. Preemptive, and say let's identify the free and work towards preventing it from coming in. So you cut supply channels, because we need to all right, then the various factors to test small arms commission because now me a part of that team developing new law on conventional arm regulation in Ghana. But it has to go through a process before it becomes law. But currently draft form. Okay, and also to a very large extent border security. Okay. And also critical, the porosity of borders, and also a hard dream because people are able to come in, go out of the country without any form of security checks. And the area, another issue, and the fact that young boys, 13, 14, 15 years, really the way easy. They are able to assemble, they are able to disassemble. And so far, my opinion, His Excellency John Dramani has shown commitment in his first official trip outside of Accra. And Bawku, obviously demonstrative of the fact that we are very committed to resolving that issue. But on to me, you were very important.
Ekono aba awie yo ye be koso adi nkonkomo ye be koso a na ya bobo ho ne ehunu kwan a ye benya everlasting peace e wo boko na ye nyina ya somadwe yen erasane adeb enwumere ye da sepa na obre Elsiafo ade ne kasa ye security analyst Sani Adeb